The young children, the students from the secondary schools, and then the primary schools pupils, how do they understand menstruation? And do they think they have a role to play as girls and boys when it comes to menstruation?
Namayanja Sharat, the Youth Country Coordinator, SRHR Alliance Uganda, stated that this project is not only aimed at helping women receive knowledge on menstrual services, but also is a way to promote positive mindset change in the community.
When it comes to the sexual and reproductive health and rights of young women and girls and people at large, we not only look at them accessing services, but we also look at them gaining knowledge. And when it comes to this specific project of menstrual health management, what we want to see is a mindset change in everyone that surrounds these young women. When it comes to menstrual health, it does not only look at the young women themselves, whereby they feel left out at a certain point, but we want to see a change in the mindset of everyone, whereby they are reciprocated and being affirmative towards our young women when they come up to them and they tell them they're having a specific issue when it comes to their menstrual health. It does not only have to be one person's burden, but we want to see a change whereby a young woman is okay looking up to a stranger and expressing themselves and telling them, I am having such and such an issue with my menstrual health, could you help me? A place whereby a young woman who is at school is able to go talk to not only her female teachers but also her male teachers and express herself and say, teacher, I am having such and such a challenge. Could you connect me to someone who could help me potentially overcome it? Or could you, as a person, as an individual, help me overcome it? We not only look at mindset change for young women and girls and their mothers, but fathers, uncles, and whoever is around this young woman.
The District LC5 Chairman Honorable Alfredo Konzi is appealing to the public to support girls and women who are experiencing menstrual period in a dignified way.
I would like to thank you in a very special way for allowing my youth to talk about what the society here has not been allowing the youth to talk about. Your program is a unique one. I describe this approach as a unique one because openly to gather people like this to talk about menstrual period has not been an easy thing because of the cultural norms surrounding it. The question we have, a big question that we have is, how can we make menstrual health management as a normal fact of life? I'm sure you are talking it, you are saying it's normal menstrual period. Menstrual health management. But to me, I have two definitions. One definition for this. Let's call it fertility awareness. When they were debating it here, let's give a new name to it, fertility awareness, so that everybody knows that once somebody is experiencing menstrual period, is trying to sensitize us that is fertile. When we talk about teenage pregnancies in this district, it's a clear manifestation that we have failed to tell, we have failed to understand, we have failed to manage what is called the menstrual period. Because even the girls themselves, the women themselves are experiencing menstrual period. You are in a vulnerable society. If they do not dispose properly, if they don't take care of it properly, if there is no safe water for it, you are in a vulnerable society. And therefore, we must ensure availability of safe water. My appeal as district chairman is that let us support girls to experience menstrual period, normal menstrual period in a dignified way. Let's have them experience it in a dignified way and provide them with privacy that they require. And respect also.
This project is aimed at instilling a positive mindset change in primary and secondary school-going pupils in understanding the menstrual health management. Reporting for West Nile Television, Okumuringa Christine, Nile Cast. And more in our stories for the evening. Corporal Okwiro Franco on Monday was sentenced to 40 years imprisonment by the court-martial that sat at Bundo Military Barracks in Arad District for the murder of Saida Philiam, a young male aged 23, on the 25th of December 2022. Let's have more on that story. At a court-martial sitting at Bondo Military Barracks, URA 18500, Corporal Okwiro Franco of the 57th Battalion pleaded guilty for first-degree murder of Shida Philiam, a youth male aged 23, on the 25th of December 2022. It is alleged that the accused person, while on guard duties at the small gate in Bondo Military Barracks, developed a misunderstanding between the deceased, which resulted into shooting of a gun, SMG number UGU B4900. URA 18500, Corporal Okwiro Franco, in his statement to the court, asked the public for forgiveness for the crime.
So a little picture.
So I'm praying for forgiveness.
I
was praying people to forgive him, even the deceased family should forgive him.
Ya hii obima trokira jika aku embobe sida fida ni drazori matrokira. So apa imam picture.
So it's praying for forgiveness from everybody.
Ani itotai ba worof. Ati nana ko dedichane ba ngel to kira chegi dikede.
I don't know how my children are at all now, right now.
Ani ni di sas magan sikat ko le gona.
Since this incident took place, so it's praying for forgiveness.
The chief prosecutor stated that according to the post-mortem report done by the police sergeant on the 25th of December 2022, around 11:30 a.m., the deceased died of severe hemorrhage caused by overbleeding due to a gunshot wound.
However, the convict decided to take away the life of the person he was protecting. Your Honor, the post-mortem was made and the cause of death was by shooting.
The defense lawyer noted that his client is a first-time offender, a sole breadwinner, and pleads for a lenient sentence so that he can be given time to support his family.
Further mitigation, the convict has pleaded guilty. Therefore, he has not received court time, which is a sign of remorsefulness. Therefore, if he is given a chance, we believe he can reform. Your Honor, also the convict is a first-time offender with not past criminal record. Honorable Chairman, the Corporal Okwiro Franco is also a sole breadwinner. Your Honor, the corporal has 2 wives and 9 children. So we pray that he is given a lenient sentence so that he can get time to go back home to look after his family. It's the 2 wives and the 9 children.
The court sentenced URA 18500 Corporal Okwiro to 40 years in jail from effect of 13th March 2023, given a period of 14 days to appeal the judgment.
Court therefore sentences URA 18500 Corporal Okwiro Franco of 57th Battalion to a term of 40 years imprisonment to be considered as appropriate in the circumstances with effect from today, the 13th day of March 2023. Having been convicted on his own plea of guilty, the convict is advised that he has a right of appeal against the severity
and the legality of the sentence with effect within a period of 14 days.
Reporting for West Nile Television, Okumuringa Christine, Nile Cast. And more in our stories for the evening. The Arua District Local Government, through the Rotary Club of Arua Eco City, was able to donate 200 reading materials to Okazara Primary School in Vura Sub-County, Arua District, in commemoration of the National Drop Everything and Read Day, under the theme, Reading as a Way of Life. Let's have more on that story. Arua District Local Government, through the Rotary Club of Arua Eco City, has donated 200 books to Okazara Primary School in Vura Sub-County, Arua District, in commemoration of the Uganda National Drop Everything and Read Day, themed Reading as a Way of Life. The day was commemorated by a book reading from the students, the Arua District LC5 chairman, and the official handover of the 200 reading materials donated by Rotary Club Arua Eco City. Angotoko Kovin, the head teacher of Okazara Primary School, thanks Rotary Club Arua Eco City for identifying Okazara Primary School as a beneficiary of the donation.
I'm so grateful to Rotary Club Arua Eco City for identifying Okazara Primary School as a beneficiary. We are so grateful for the donation of books. Of course, our source of knowledge comes from books, and our children are very, very they have interest. They have a great interest in reading, and we always encourage them to read books. And we actually do not miss to give them a chance to read books on a daily basis. So with the donation which has been given today, I'm hopeful that they will improve greatly in reading culture.
Lalam Sharam, the immediate former president of the Rotary Club Arua Eco City, cited that this donation aims at promoting a reading culture in the children as a way of improving the way of life.
We are here to celebrate reading. It is the National Deer Day, and it's being held today, March 15th, countrywide. And as Rotary Club, a basic education and literacy is one of our areas of focus. That is why you see us here. There's a signature program that we are running this Rotary year. Of course, it's going to continue. It's called BELEP, the Basic Education and Literacy Enhancement Program, and it focuses on improving reading. We've realized that there is a very big challenge at the grassroots, and that is early childhood. Without a strong foundation at the beginning, then the rest of it all becomes a sham. And also we realize that the completion rate has really been very low. For those who begin and completing P7 is generally low. So the theme for this day is reading as a way of life. As a club, we've been involved in this is first of all our second Deer Day. The first Deer Day was on July 1st, and it was by Rotary. It was undertaken by the Rotary clubs in Uganda. As a club, this is the second time we are making book donations to this school. And why are we doing that? We are promoting reading, a reading culture. There's a famous saying that if you want to hide something from an African, then put it in a book. Very few of us read, so reading has to be like our way of life. And I also want to re-echo to the parents out there that reading begins from home. So it is the parents who should inculcate this culture by sitting down with the children, sit close to them and read out a story to them, encourage them to read.
The Arua District LC5 Chairman, Honorable Alfred Okonzi, is appealing to the parents to take time to read to their children in order to instill a reading culture in our community.
Today, internationally, is known as the Day of Reading. They call it DEAR. DEAR means drop everything and read. So I am very, very grateful to Rotary Club of Arua Eco City for choosing of Kazara Grammar School for promoting reading culture amongst our learners. I am here as district chairman to promote reading culture. Reading is very, very important. Reading helps you to get more information. Reading also opens for you the world. Every day you read, you get more information, and there you know that the world is getting open for you. And therefore I want to say to you people, children, you must read until words become your friends. So I appeal to parents, please spare time with your children, put books on your lap and read as children listen to you. There's no greatest gift that we can give to our children than reading for them. Let's make that for them. Please, I appeal to you, read until words become your friends.
The Uganda National Deer Day is a program aimed at promoting a reading culture and the love of learning on a national scale. This donation will help the children improve on their reading, which will in turn improve on their school performance. Reporting for West Nile Television, Umuringa Christine, Nile Cast. And more in our stories for the evening. 1,700 farmers are to benefit from the implementation of Wadalai irrigation scheme in Wadalai sub-county, Pakwach district. The scheme covers an estimated irrigation command area of 1,000 hectares and with an investment worth 55 billion shillings from the Africa Development Bank. Let's have more on that story.
For a very long period of time, the communities in Wadalai sub-county in Pakwach district has struggled with sources of clean water that has made them to resort to fetching from River Nile for domestic use that has caused them diseases such as bilharzia. Ongom Matias is the LC2 chairman, Mutir Paris, and he stretches the issues of water crisis in Mutir Paris, Wadalai sub-county.
Before the installment of this tap water system in the Paris, more especially in Mutir Central Village, we had problems of long distance which our women were traveling to the water source, which is the Nile River. And it is almost about 4 kilometers away from here. And the next problem is river water is not good for human consumption because it is contaminated. So when they were bringing it, first of all, they were advised to boil it properly. And that was a very big task for most mothers who could not make it that way. They were consuming it raw like that without boiling it. So people here were getting bilharzia and other diseases, waterborne diseases. So with this tap water system, all these problems are now history. And it is not only serving one village. At the moment, about 5 villages have been connected using this tap water system. And the population currently is very happy.
We do not have a clean water. People were using River Nile, which had a lot of diseases which were affecting people, especially the bilharzia. So with the intervention of the district and the Minister of Water, as I said earlier, that we are somehow okay, especially when we get water, this tap water of made, which means that about 80 to 90% of the sub-county will have water, clean water.
The LC3 Wadalai sub-county stated that the water project came about as a result of inaccessibility of the water system at Onjigo Trading Center.
Wadalai sub-county had challenges, especially issues to do with water. You know, these people here in Mutir Parish, we have 4 villages that have been given, 5 villages that have been given this water. In these 5 villages, they had limited access to water. The women could move 2 kilometers, sometimes 3 kilometers for those ones who are far apart, and to fetch water from the Nile. 2, water from the Nile had issues to do with bilharzia that has been affecting the communities around. So the district had the initiative, wrote to Minister of Water, and Minister of Water took the initiative of constructing for us this water project that is supplying 5 villages in Mutir Parish. The Pakwach district tasked the ministry to make sure they have a separate water point for the people of Mutir. who could not access clean water, and they had a lot of issues to do with bilharzia, and women would move long distance. This had been paralyzing their other activities that they could have gotten involved in, especially like garden work and so on.
The Chief Administrative Officer of Pakwach District, Tivuma, commit to present the demands of the people to the government for intervention.
We have the water project, Northern Umbrella project, which is in the district. And you know, much as the Nile is here, it is a hard water and it is not good for consumption. It can only be used for production, but for domestic use, you cannot use it. But government has water under Northern Umbrella and also the Alui dry water, corridor water, which is here for the people. Just interacted with the water people. I'm very happy the people are really in need of water. The water has been planned specifically for domestic, but they also now using it for bricklaying and so on. So they are saying there is a need for more of it. So that one we shall communicate to government how the water can be extended also for industrial use.
The water access rates in Pakwach vary from 17% to 90%, with 601 domestic water points, which serve a total of 79,277 people, of which 74,141 being in the rural areas, and 80 water points have been non-functional for more than 5 years and considered abandoned. Emmanuel Agele, West Nile TV Nile Cast.
And more in our stories for the evening. Makerere University Business School on Friday graduated over 900 students, with the Arua Regional Campus contributing 160 students who graduated in the different business disciplines. The graduates have been urged to use their knowledge in transforming their communities through government wealth creation program, parish development model. Dennis Suringi reports more.
The Central Division Member of Parliament, Arua City Jackson Leah Timaz, urged the graduates of Makerere University Business School, Arua campus, to use their knowledge they have acquired in business studies to transform their lives and the lives of the people through government programs like parish development model. Atima made the appeal while officiating the 16th graduation ceremony of the Makerere Business School Arua Regional Campus.
Being sent out. Go and make money. Go and create jobs. As in Arua City here, I own Hilltop Hotel. I am both theoretical and practical entrepreneur. What you have learned here, what you have graduated with, go and practice it. But Paris development model has come. Form groups. Join those circles in yourselves. Get that money which we are going to send yearly. It has taken long to pick. You know, when you are starting something newly, there are so many challenges. As the president said yesterday, we will continue to appropriate money and the money will continue to be there. When the circles are well set, this money will be rolled out and benefit from that. I want to urge all of us to join this Paris development model. Let's get out of subsistence economy. Let's move to money economy.
The Vice Chancellor, Muni University, Simon Angomaka Trini, who was the chief guest and the guest speaker during the ceremony, urges the graduates not to use the education they have attained to despise others. In other words, they should be able to use the knowledge acquired to inspire others.
Efforts were not in vain, as it is clearly manifested in today's occasion. Thank you very, very much, and may the good Lord bless you abundantly. The attainment of your diplomas and certificates, dear graduates, offers opportunities for new experiences for you. They have offered new knowledge base and new skill sets for you, new beliefs, and indeed, these achievements take you into the depth of the unknown. Your current qualifications should not be a recipe for creating a class away from others. And I repeat, this qualification you have got should not separate you from the community you came from. Everybody you meet in your life knows something you don't know. Keep learning from them, and even keep learning from those who have not gone to school.
Meanwhile, the director, Makerere Business School, Arua Regional Campus, Gladys Angundaru, has hailed the parents and sponsors for their commitments towards financing the education of their children at the campus.
To our dear parents, guardians, and sponsors at your various levels, I identify with your spirit of tolerance. You could have chosen to use your money to do other things. You have chosen to eat good food. You could have chosen to dress well, but you offered your monies, the hard-earned monies, to ensure that the people you see in front of you today are able to graduate. Thank you so much for your resilience. May you now go and enjoy the fruits of your sweat together. Graduates today, don't forget your sponsors. You are here because of them. May you live to hear what they tell you.
Some of the graduates shared their excitements upon being conferred with a diploma certificates in different business academic programs at the business school.
And you know, of course, the journey has not been so easy. We have been struggling here and there. Of course, we started all the way from our senior 6. That was way back in 2019. So we thought maybe we couldn't join. But after joining, of course, it was not an easy journey, but we were able to finish. So happy to be right here and to stand in front of you. We are very happy.
Actually, I want to thank God because He has really made it for us. It is the beginning. We shall not give up. We shall continue up to the time where we are able to make it to a greater level.
In this year's 16th graduation ceremony of Makerere Business School, Arua campus has been able to graduate 160 students, bringing to a total of over 2,000 students who have so far been graduated from the same campus since its inception in 2006. Reporting for Western Television, Nile Cast, I am Dennis Oringe.
In more in our stories for the evening, the multi-million tourism information center in Pakwach is lying idle without being put into proper use. The district leaders have said the idleness of the center is making the district lose a lot of revenue. Emmanuel Agele reports more.
West Nile Tourism Information Center that the government injected over 360 million shillings to erect the structure in Pakwach district is lying idle without being used since the time of construction due to lack of equipment. After completion of the facility in 2021, till now without being put into use, the leaders of the district are requesting the government to furnish the facility with the required equipment.
We earlier requested the Ministry of Tourism to establish a tourist information center here right in Pakwach, which would serve as a center for tourism information for the entire West Nile sub-region. Any tourist from Masichon Falls and whichever part of the country crossing the historic Pakwach Bridge would straight away land at the tourist information center, which is here, and having landed here would straight away access information on any tourism site for West Nile. Therefore, we expected the ministry also not to stop at supporting the establishment, but to continue to furnish the place with the ICT, the NAFA, technical skilled persons to man this center as they go on to develop these tourist potential sites that we have in Pakwach district and also other districts, so that all information regarding tourist centers, tourist sites, and in West Nile region as the cross being gateway to the region, gateway to West Nile, and also gateway to Sudan and the Congo, we expected that any visitor who drops here would be able to find information regarding tourism.
Some of the district leaders have this to say as far as tourism in the district is concerned.
The first project I visited when I came back 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to take it up with the government, first of all with the council and the government, to revamp the use of that project.
The biggest loss we made first was to recruit
an officer who is very, very, very incapable of doing his work. And somehow, with the stringent laws in place, we actually stuck with this officer and trying to follow procedures. We sat as a district and we came up with a comprehensive plan which is going to help us to revive and also to revamp most of these tourist attractions.
Pakwach district loses 1 billion shillings due to failure to utilize the available tourism sites, being one of the West Nile's districts that is harboring a number of tourism attraction sites, notably the solar eclipse monument, the separation point of the legendary Gipirian Labongo, the Great Albert Nile River, and many others. Emmanuel Agele, West Nile TV Nile Cast.
And more in our stories for the evening. The Association of Ambulance Professional Uganda has built the capacity of over 30 medical workers and traffic police officers in the Chali sub-region in providing safe and quick transportation to accident and disaster victims to the nearby medical center. Stephen Okello from
Reduce unavoidable death, injury, and disability in the country, the Associations of Ambulance Professionals Uganda has built the capacity of our 30 medical workers and traffic police officers in Acholi sub-regions in providing safe and quick transportations of accident and natural disasters victims to the nearby medical centers.
We collected all the people who work in the ambulances and emergency departments of health facilities, giving them and enhancing the skills of managing emergencies at the scene of the accident, but also how to stabilize them and giving care during transit to hospitals. We realize that when we provide this care, this emergency care, from the scene of the accident, by the time we get to the hospital, we are sure of better outcomes for our patients and quick recovery at the hospitals.
The simulation exercise with traffic police during the training was meant to demonstrate how police and the medical personnel can work together for safely evacuate the accident victims from the accident scenes without losing life.
Need to know how stable they are, need to know if we have intervened in all the things that are taking their life even before transporting them. So please give us a bit of time, be confident in us because we know what we do, and then let these patients be helped.
Beatrice Akelo, the head of nursing at Gulu Regional Referral Hospital, says the associations of ambulance professionals has come at a time health worker in Gulu Regional Referral Hospital in dire needs of capacity building in the implementation of National Emergency Healthcare Service Policy.
The JICA provided us with equipment that we can use to respond to these emergencies. At the moment, they are still working. However, the challenge that we have is, as a new unit, we have limited human resource on site. You might find only one nurse, and they will be overwhelmed with the 20 number of cases that are brought.
Yuwere Adiba, the Assistant DHO Gulu District, called upon well-wishers to come and support various government health facilities in Gulu City and Gulu District with ambulances.
We know Gulu District don't have ambulance, and the Gulu City, the ambulance also is down. So we call upon the donors, the well-wishers to support us with such good ambulances.
The National Emergency Healthcare Service Policy is one of the tools currently used by Ministry of Health to streamline emergency response services by providing safe and quick transportation of sick patients to the hospital. Stephen Okello, reporting for West Nile TV in Gulu City.
And more in our stories for the evening. The government of Uganda has been urged to consider improving Goli border post that is just 7 kilometers from Nebi Town Council connecting Uganda to Bunia and Mahagi in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo in a bid to boost international trade between the two countries. Emmanuel Agele reports more.
Goli border post is 7 kilometers from Nebi town and it connects Uganda to Bunia and Mahagi in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo in terms of international business. The government of Uganda has considered to improve the border post to boost international business with Democratic Republic of Congo.
Goli border post is one of those very strategic corridors, links that Uganda is enjoying with the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is important, like it is known particularly by the leadership, that Mahagi and Bunia are very productive areas of DR Congo. And all that wealth from there, they need to trade and exchange goods with those that are produced from Uganda that they don't have. His Excellency the President, in his wisdom, guided that even amidst challenges, we should help our neighbors in DR Congo to open some of the roads so that the goods that we want to sell to them can reach where they are needed. That's the argument. Many people were doubting Thomas, didn't quite understand. So we are doing some, from Mpondo, we are doing some work. We're going to do some work. Some work was done from here where we are in Goli all the way up to Bunia. It is now navigable. This one-stop border center is one of those other designs by government to make sure that everything can now be done here. You come and do your migration here, you come and do everything here, you come and get what taxes you are supposed to pay here. It's a one-stop center. That's essentially the meaning of the whole thing. And it is to be used, a facility to be used jointly between the people of the leaders of the customs people of Uganda and then the DR Congo. That's why this office, there will be some Congolese sitting here. On the other side, there will be some Ugandans sitting on the other side. Now we have gone this far. By November, this will be ready for commissioning. And if actually the President will be kind to spare time, I will be very happy to invite him to honor us by commissioning this.
However, the road connecting the two sister countries has for many years done no good to the business community that they have demanded the government to deliberate on improving the status of the road to boost the business in the two countries. Emmanuel Agele, West Nile TV Nile Cast.
And with that story, we are welcome to the end of the Nile Cast on West Nile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the Nile Cast to the end of the Nile Cast, only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that follow. My name is Akumaringa Christine. Have a good evening.